TW Science, and I'm here with Lev, my favorite guy, yes. And today we have an awesome experiment to show you. It's a common one, most of you have seen this or done this in school, but we have 3 different takes on this experiment, and it's called elephant toothpaste. Now for this experiment, very simple. You need some containers. If you don't have these, you can actually use 2-liter plastic bottles. And what I've prepared here, firstly, going to prepare, is just the common dry yeast. Is it yeast? As in Y, yellow, not yeast as in E. And I'm going to add to this, just 3 tablespoons of warm water. Just like this, very quickly. Water's not going to be very hot there. Okay, well, let's just put one more. More the merrier. Right, give that a good stir like this. Okay, there we go. Just trying to get that solution going quite nicely. And the rest of the chemicals that we're going to use some dishwashing liquid that you can find in the kitchen, and then peroxide, something that you can find in the hairdressing salon. And for the first one, it's a pretty simple, safe one for kids. It's 7% peroxide. Okay, and just going to add some of that dishwashing liquid into the flask here like this. Right, so the formula for hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. So the key there is actually the oxygen that we want to actually release, and that should give us what we are looking for. It's going to add a little bit more color on the other side. Yep, and Lev, I'll let you do the honors. Let's put a little bit more water on this thing. There we go. Just a little bit more. Let's give it a nice little stir like this. Okay. And I'll leave you to do the final touches. Just going to add that into the flask like this. Not much of a reaction there. And just going to get a little swirl. And I'm going to let Lev add in the peroxide very slowly. Got to be very, very careful. Lev, you're supposed to, before you do that, you're going to put on your goggles. There we go. And the reaction is exothermic, so it's going to be giving off energy as well. So you've got to protect the eyes. Go slowly, stand back, go for it. There we go, and stand back. Right, there we go. Excellent. Right, so we have a reaction. Looks like toothpaste. Maybe one of the more famous brands. If you think about the striped version of it. Now, what if we change and use potassium iodide, but instead of 7% oxide, we're going to go with 10%. So again, dishwashing liquid over there. You know, we always believe go big or go home. And we're going to add our food coloring to this very quickly. Watching, Levis? Okay, so the goggles there. Very, very important. I have mine on, always have them on. Okay, so here we go, just like that. And what I'm going to do now is to add some potassium iodide solution to the flask. Okay, just a little bit. Also, you'll see that things are labeled over here because lots of transparent liquids, so we need to distinguish. And you can easily forget this, especially when the experiment's really exciting. Right, so we're going to stand back, and then we've got 10% peroxide. Camera woman's also standing back, so I also want you to get the shot here in, and just pouring this a little bit there. And this is much more vigorous, much more exciting, and it's brilliant. Now you can actually see the heat coming off this as well, so highly exothermic reaction. You've got to be careful. Don't grab onto the flask. Do not grab onto the elephant toothpaste as well. You cannot use this as toothpaste. It's just a cute name. I would also try not to stick your fingers or hands into that, and try to keep this away from your eyes. We're back, and you know, it's always that philosophy, go big or go home. So we have a nice massive cylinder here, got some potassium iodide concentrated solution there, together with a food coloring and some dishwashing liquid. And I've upped the volume and upped the game, so we went from 7 to 10, and now we've got 20% peroxide. And we're hoping that with a lot more release of oxygen, we're going to get an awesome experiment going. So just going to release that very slowly in there, just to see what that reaction is. You can have a look. It's going, it's going, it's going. Remember, this is highly exothermic as well. So there we go. Nice big chunks of toothpaste. almost looks like more like elephant tusk. And you notice that it's highly exothermic, which means it's giving off lots and lots of energy. And yeah, so it can be controlled. Just keep in mind that this experiment can be dangerous as well, so try to keep your hands away, your eyes away as well. So stand back a bit. I think that's very important. And if you leave this will keep going. You can actually see the energy that's given off, and the test tube itself gets very, very hot, so don't try to hold that. Yeah, so that's our version of elephant toothpaste. Hopefully you love this experiment. Check out more of our videos, like, comment, subscribe, and even collaborate with us. Thank you for watching.